never liked school. Never did. I'm a senior in high school now. My year's been cut short by Corona. And you know what? I cheered. I was happy. Look, man, I've had a lot of opportunity in my life. I didn't come from privilege, but I was blessed with a good family and good parents and a good foundation. They showed me what was right in the world, and I went for it. That's what happened. And, the opportunity seeped into my schooling. For 8 years, I went to a public school, but then I had the amazing opportunity of a full scholarship to a private boarding school. That was my school life. But I'll tell you what, man. I had a lot of opportunities and met the greatest people in the world at that institution. But I'll tell you this. School overall, there and all throughout my life, has sucked. It sucked. Many kids feel the same exact way. And parents wonder why their children are so apathetic, why they don't care, why they seem aimless and hopeless, and there's nothing you can do to change it. They have no spark, no passion. They wonder why. And maybe it's time to look at why we hate school so much. Look, man, school sucks. It does, especially public school, but even private institutions. The whole dynamic of school and how we've come to frame it needs to change. First, let's understand this. School should not be some four-wall basic prison of sorts where you are forced to stay in there and stay inside these walls where you're just stuck and learning things that you don't want to learn. Dude, by the time I was 9 or 10, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my life. I did. I really honestly did. I had big dreams and big hopes, and I have those same big dreams and same big hopes today. That had nothing to do with what my parents told me. It was what I wanted to do from a very early age. Now, not every kid is like that, but I'll tell you what, every 9 or 10-year-old knows how they would want to spend their day. They know. They have passions. They have a spark inside of them. Every child does. So give that to them. Give it to them. Every child has something that they're interested in. Every child has an intellectual pursuit that they might want to pursue. So give that to them, at least for a large part of their day. But no, instead, what do schools do? They force you to stay inside this building, this draconian-style building, where you're stuck in a classroom, oftentimes overcrowded with an underpaid teacher, and you're told this. You sit there, and you sit there all proper, you don't say a word, and you listen to this teacher teach you about something that you don't care about, that's not your passion, that's not your spark. You are destroying the dreams and the passions and the spark inside of all of us. That's what school does. It takes the passion inside of you and it squishes it. Oftentimes, that's exactly what happens because you have no individuality. You have no choice when you enter that school. You are told exactly how to spend your day, down to the exact, you're given a schedule. You're given down to the exact moment of the day. You are told exactly how to spend your day. And it's disastrous. It squashes out any spark and passion that we have. Now, lucky enough for me, again, I had a great foundation. I had parents who supported my dream. I had an entire family who supported my dream. When I showed them my YouTube videos and all the things that I was trying to do when it came to politics, they shared, they showed the link to all their friends, all my family. I love them to death. I had a great family. People who loved and cared about me and everything that I wanted to do. But most kids don't have that. And it's on the schools to show them, hey, if you're not going to get this at home, you're definitely going to get it here. We're going to take your dreams and your hopes and that spark inside of you, and we're going to nurture it and foster it in a caring and supportive environment, right? Where you're not in overcrowded classrooms with 20 to 30 screaming ass kids, where you're not with an underfunded teacher who couldn't care less about their job because they're being paid nickels, being paid little breadcrumbs for helping create the next generation of leaders. Where you can do exactly what you want to do. If you have a dream, even at a young age, school can help you achieve it. And even getting beyond the fact that we have no choice when it comes to classes and what we learn and how we spend our day. Another reason why kids hate school, the whole environment sucks. The whole scheme sucks. You go to a class and you're stuck inside this building. This class shouldn't be in a building. Class should be outside. And if it's not outside, it should be in a nice cushy environment where I can lay back and lounge. I can feel free. I can sit in any position I want. I can listen. I can learn the way I want to learn. But no, there's no option when it comes to that. You are on the teacher's agenda. You are on the district's agenda. And these teachers have to teach to this test. It's all standardized. Everything is predetermined for you down to the book. So you show up in this little environment and you don't feel free. That's exactly what's wrong with school, even beyond the fact that we can't choose classes. It shouldn't be in some predetermined, enclosed location. We should be outside if we can be, and if we can't be, we should certainly be in a more comfortable and free environment. And then teachers shouldn't feel so pressured to teach exactly down to this test. We should be able to learn exactly what in a way that's suited for our minds and our abilities. If you're a visual learner, learn visually. If you're more of an auditory learner, learn in terms of sounds. If you're more of a touching in terms of tangible learner, then learn in a way that's interactive and there in your face. Or if you just don't mind, if you don't like the whole classroom environment where you're surrounded by all your peers, you should be able to learn online. We should have all the options available to us. But instead, we are, in terms of the school environment, it is predetermined for you down to the exact detail and moment of the day, and that is disastrous. And even getting beyond the whole concept of school, the major reason why school sucks is because it is drastically underfunded. Drastically. Many schools are funded by property taxes, and even if they're not, they may be funded by donations and the good of people's heart, or charter schools or wherever that is. Drastically underfunded. Drastically underfunded. And instead, teachers are paid $40,000 to $50,000. My mom is one, and she all the time complained about the fact that she is being paid like a slave. And it's disastrous because she is doing society's arguably most important work. She is helping to foster and nurture the next generation, the people who are going to take this country and hopefully bring it to even greater heights. Take this world and improve it and fix the problems that this generation helped to leave. We are the next ones, and we're supposed to fix them, but you're not giving us the tools to do so because our teachers don't even want to be there because they're being paid crumbs. And the whole system is being drastically underfunded where they have to cut this program and prioritize this, but cut this. Why not have enough money into the schools where we can say, if a child comes here with an agenda and a dream and a hope, we will do everything in our power to nurture it and grow that fire inside them so that by the time they leave these schools, they are equipped to do exactly what they set out their mind to do originally. But that's not what happens in America. We'll spend trillions of dollars on wars overseas. We'll spend trillions of dollars bombing Libya, bombing Syria, and entering unilateral interventions in Iraq and Afghanistan, and causing chaos across the world. But when it comes to protecting your own children, not protecting corporate industry, but protecting your own children and their interests and seeing that they become the best version of themselves they can be, how are we going to pay for that? How are we going to pay for that? It's ridiculous. Not to mention, by the time you're a junior in high school and you might have a little bit more freedom over what classes you want and everything, now you got to worry about college. How are you going to pay for that? That's right. That's the real how you going to pay for it. The kids, how are we going to pay for college? I'm going to NYU next year. It costs $78,000. My family don't have much money. We still going to have to pay at least $10,000 out of pocket. That's the way it is. That's what America has given us. Public school sucks. A lot of private schools sucks because they force out the choice. And America doesn't care enough about the next generation. At least our policymakers don't. And that's the fundamental problem of school. So the next time you complain to your kid, or you berate them, or whatever, and ask them, hey, why don't you care about your future? School didn't teach them to care. They had a future, they had a dream, they had a hope. School did nothing for it because they were underfunded and because institutionally it was broken to begin with. The whole education system. So that's why I hate school. That's why a lot of kids hate school. And if we want to change it, it's going to require making sure, fundamentally, at the core, the way you fix school is ensuring that we have enough funding and resources so that if a child comes to us with a dream and a hope and a spark inside of them, they have the tools and the resources available to see that they one day achieve it, or at least on the path to do so. But we don't have those resources available. We don't have the tools. The whole system in itself is down to the core broken. So school sucks. School sucks. America has a crisis of priorities. And it's on progressives. It's on people who give a damn about the next generation. If you give a damn about your kids, it's on all of us. It's on all of us to truly care about the next generation and give us the tools and resources that we need to succeed. If not, gonna be more people like me making videos like this, and that's not what we want to see in America.
Yeah, we riding. Yeah, you know we vibing. Bitch, we just live.